This is a video about Michael Gove. Michael Gove being someone who still has his job for some reason that escaped me. I don't know how he still has his job. Basically he's proposing that the Church of England be given the power to run secular schools, if such a thing exists. And obviously I don't agree with this. And if you're a non-religious parent, if you're a parent of a religion other than Christianity, this should bother you as well. You shouldn't just be acquiescent to this. The church really has no legitimate place in education. The job of schools is to teach, not to indoctrinate. That's the job. The job of a school is to teach knowledge, not beliefs. So there really is no actual good reason for giving the church any kind of power over schools. Now, I'm not really talking about private church schools, privately funded church schools. That's a different issue. But we're talking here about about public schools funded by the public, be they religious or non-religious. And really, the church has long outstayed its welcome in our current education system. There is no reason whatsoever we should have children praying to the Christian God in school assemblies. There's no reason for that. If you want to pray, you should do so in your own time. If you want your children to pray, take them to a church on Sundays, or pray before meal times at home, whatever, pray. Even if you want to pray in schools, do it fine. Set up a before or after school prayer group or a lunchtime prayer group. That's fine. There's no reason to force everyone to follow Christian religion, even in a moderate sense. I get that, Christianity, and I went to a secular, in inverted commas, secular school. Christianity was taught that was in the most watered down manner imaginable. It was all a case of God wants you to do your homework, God wants you to eat your greens, God wants you to brush your teeth, God wants you to be nice to people, all the sort of stuff that you could quite easily teach to people without any need to attach God to it. So it's the most watered down thing. When you actually crack the spine of a Bible and read it, you find all the nasty, vile stuff in there, and you start to really understand why some people actually do object to religion. And really, it's just been a long time coming that we need to get rid of compulsory participation in the Christian religion in schools which are funded by the public. These aren't privately funded religious schools. These should be secular schools. I find the term secular schools very odd, because if they have this compulsory religious component in them, they aren't secular really. They should be secular. They are predominantly secular, but they are not fully secular. And so if you're a non-religious parent, which most people in this country seem to be, you need to speak out about this. Talk to your school, let them know that you're not happy with the idea of it, and see what can be done, and see what they say about it. Are they going to, what are they going to do? Talk to other parents, see what can be done. There's probably a load of online petitions about this. I suppose signing them could be good, but I really think that actually talking to the people in charge, making it known that you're a non-religious parent, is a good idea. And you're not just apathetic about the issue. This is not something I think people should be apathetic about. They shouldn't be like, oh, I'm not religious, but hey, whatever. This is important. So basically, this is a bad idea. I hope it doesn't work. I hope this doesn't go through, but nonetheless, we need to speak to it. One of the things that's been said here is, I want the church to recover... Who is it who said this? Yeah, this was Gove who said this. Said, I want the church to recover the spirit which infused its educational mission in Victorian times, and support more new schools, especially academies and free schools, to bring educational excellence to the nation's poorest children. So we've muddled a couple of ideas together there. Somehow Christianity equals excellent education. It really doesn't. You can teach maths, English and science to people. Well, I'm going to say this. You can teach maths and English to people quite easily without any need for God. God is not something that you need to learn those. Science and history you learn a lot better without any kind of religious interference. RE, you learn a lot better without religious interference, because you can learn it objectively without bias. An RE really should be called something else. It should be called cultural education or something, because that way you can learn about non-religious worldviews as well, not just learning about religious ones. And you're not getting this watered down PC version of it. You know, they didn't tell us, like, you know, in RE classes at school how vile the Bible actually is. They didn't tell us, you know, it's a book that condones slavery or a book that condones stoning people to death or anything like that. All they do is tell you the same thing. The only difference is they do it a little bit more objectively. They aren't actually teaching you to pray, they're just telling you about the religion. But it needs to be more like that. It needs to be more objective and completely without bias, the way they teach you about religions in schools. So in the case of, say, stuff like maths and English, we don't need religion to learn those. With the case of science, history and any of the humanities, we learn a lot better without religion, without the interference of religion. So if anyone's got any thoughts on that, let me know what you think. But like I said, I think if you're a non-religious parent and you don't want your child to be praying to the Christian God against their will, I think you need to speak out about this to the relevant people. Thank you very much. Goodbye.